Okay, you guys. Bare face. Ah, feels good. So, a very good friend of mine told me, Nikki, you should get on YouTube and do a tutorial for makeup. Now, I'm not no expert, but I've been putting on makeup on this face since I was a kid. I started real early, like 12, 11, 12. Looked a lot older than my age, but that's another story for another time. So I'm going to attempt to make this video. I was gonna go live and then I was like, no, I'm not comfortable with that because when you go live, you can't hit replay. So, let me see. I've already washed my face. I've already done pretty much everything I'm going to do to it before I apply the makeup. But there is a couple other things I need to do before I put anything on in terms of makeup. And that's this primer. It's made by Il Makiage. They do this when they, I don't know what the purpose of that is, but anyway. So I just put on a little dab of it on each side. Now I've got this big old mirror right next to this camera. So if I veer off this way and start looking that way, it's because I'm looking at the magnification mirror, because this is not a mirror to me. I've got another big mirror right in front of me, doesn't have magnification. I need magnification because I'm almost 62 and I can't see worth a shit. Okay, so I need all the help I can get when it's time to put makeup on, and it takes me a lot longer nowadays than it did back in the day because of that. Because like even with this, even now, I just washed my face and I didn't get everything off. All these little black flecks from eyeliner that's stuck up in what's left of my eyelashes. And eyelashes, fake eyelashes are the devil. But I wear them anyway because I don't have any more eyelashes. But there was a time where I wore mascara, only mascara. But once I started wearing eyelashes, I lost my eyelashes over time. Partly because of age, the other part because the adhesive to those eyelashes, you know, when you take the eyelashes off, your own come off right with it. So, anyway, I'm just putting on this foundation, not foundation, I'm ahead of myself. I'm putting on this primer. And please pardon me, because I've never done this before. I don't go around telling people how to put on makeup. I just do it for myself. But a good friend of mine was interested in seeing a tutorial, and I said, okay, bet, I'll do it. I'll take the challenge. And if it doesn't work out, you'll never see this video. God, Mickey, you're so corny. But yeah, that's... So the primer basically is to make sure that whatever goes on top of it goes on smoothly, because as you get older, your skin dries out and every wrinkle is visible. Nothing like back in the day. I miss my back in the day face. I don't even really wear foundation anymore. I used to. I wear it a little bit sometimes, but in lieu of foundation, I have translucent powder. It's not even translucent. It's pressed powder by Makeup Forever. Is that backwards? I don't know. Makeup Forever makes this. This is the newer one because I just bought this. This is what it used to look like. And of course the color is a little different than the one I just bought. So, you know, as the seasons change, so does skin color on my case. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on for now. I'm trying not to put too much on because When you got lines and stuff, they sink all into the lines, even if you put foundation or primer on. Try not to put too much on.
The link is at the top of the chat. Like I said, I don't have a problem with what she said. If you had more sisters,
I hope y'all can see this. Maybe the lighting is not all that great, because I do have a window open in front of me. What happens if I do this?
if we had more sisters like that, we could solve this problem overnight.
Is that better? Does that look a little better?
She's a pretty girl. She seems to be slim in shape. She's got her
Oh, but guess what? This light ain't on. Stand by, please. I'm going to pause. Okay. Got one more additional light on. That should help. Okay. Now, we'll get this other side on.
That's not even the problem. They should review it. They should spread the video, right?
I try to get up under here real good, because under my eye
so over here on the right,
looks,
over here on the right, you probably
I don't know. I've got little tiny micro
so here's a video
wrinkles. And I tried to use some of that skin tightener up under there, and that stuff is corny as all get up. You put it on, no matter how you put it on, it still flakes up white. So, I mean, yeah, it tightens it up, but then you can't use no makeup on afterwards. So it's like, okay, that's for people that just don't wear nothing on their skin after they put that on. And I'm sorry, that's not the business for me. If I'm gonna do something on my face, I'm gonna do it all the way, or not at all. So, what I should have did, and I didn't do, was a facial hair remover. Every oh my goodness, my ear is peeling. Well, I have not been paying attention. Disregard the flaky ear, please. Every 4 to 5 months, I'll get some of that facial hair, Nair facial hair remover, because it's get that peach fuzz. And that peach fuzz makes a big old difference when you putting on makeup. It makes it look, if you have it, it makes it look just weird. So, if your skin is devoid of hair of any kind, the better. And I'm just trying to cover as much as I can. Now, I'm not doing my eyelids with this, because I've got something else in store for that, because that's where I do my major renovation. My construction project. Excuse me. Okay, so that's out of the way. I have nowhere to put it. I'll put it up there. Okay, so to the meat. I have a bag of just brushes. Shame on me. It's time to wash them again. Gotta wash your brushes, because they got bacteria in them. I try to do it at least once a week. And even that's not enough sometimes. I don't wear makeup as much as I used to, so once a week is fine. But to those of you who have a 9 to 5 where you got to leave your house and go to your job, like I used to do, I wasn't about to walk out the house looking like little orphan Annie, not the kid. Didn't do it in school and didn't do it as an adult. I didn't stop wearing makeup on a daily basis until I became self-employed. So, now that I'm at home, I do what the hell I want to do and look the way I want to look. Because them little kids, and yes, I do smoke too. Not a good habit to have. And it wasn't the best thing for my skin, but I can't rewind that clock either. So, anyway, I also have Il Macage foundation. This stuff is the bomb. They have different colors. This is the one for my skin tone. But they have different colors. And Il Macage, the thing I like about this company is that you can go online and you can do their survey, skin comparison and stuff, and they can match your skin tone to the perfect foundation, perfect everything. So I like that website. But like I said, I don't wear foundation like I used to either. And I'm not gonna do that today either, because I'm tired. The kids just went home and I'm ready to lay down. So I'm gonna do this quickie. And this is not as quick as I'd like it to be, but as quick as it's gonna be. So basically what I do is I put this on my eyelid. I cover the whole eyelid up to the bottom of my eyebrow. It doesn't have to be perfect, just enough to cover the whole eyelid. I don't like that, I want to be politically correct. I don't like that cross-dresser look. Women don't have to look like men with makeup on. Just wear your stuff feminine, you know. It's bad enough that there's others out there trying to mimic another facade. I'll say it like that. No shade. But females, we don't have to look like dudes that are trying to look like women. We already look like women. So look like a woman. So I'm just dabbing this in just to, you know, give it some coverage. Take out some of those funny looking little red lines and whatnot that are on top of the eyelid. If you can hear what's in the background, I'm watching Angry Man. Shout out Angry Man. I watch him every day. I don't know why, I enjoy watching him. He lives in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I've been there before. Okay, eye number 1. Look like my eyes almost disappeared, huh? It's gonna open up in a minute. So, anyway, next eye. I did the Amanda Sears in landscape mode. And that joint I hope you can see this, because I can't see my camera and this mirror at the same time. Whenever I do my videos in landscape mode, they do not want to give a brother no shine. They do not want to promote. Y'all see that? I don't know what. I'm almost out of this stuff. I need to order some more. If I do a video in vertical mode, you feel me? Look at this, vertical mode, 348,000 views. Vertical mode. Now the reason why you see what appears to be black eyeliner on my eyes that I just covered up, that's because it's tattooed on. But I still have to wear eyeliner because tattoos fade, and I had this done years and years ago. It's still there, but it's not there enough. Anyway, so got that part done. Now a lot of people, when they put on their eyeshadow, or should I say they put on their what is this concealer on their eyelids, they go all the way across for some reason. I don't understand the purpose of that, but to each his own. I figure, hey, my way is the best way for me, and their way is the best way for them. And some people prefer what they prefer. So this is what I prefer. And what this foundation, not foundation, I'm sorry, this this concealer does, not only does it cover up any flaws that may exist on your eyelids, it gives your eyelid a foundation for your eyeshadow. It brings out the pigment of the color that you might be using. Pigment is important. You can't, I mean, I know there's Walgreens, they've got makeup at Walgreens, and you know, these cheap makeups from the dollar store or the drugstore or whatever, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't wear a whole lot of makeup, then that's fine. But if I'm gonna spend my money on some makeup, you get what you pay for. And one thing I've noticed is that the pigment is not that great on drugstore related makeup. And I used to wear that drugstore stuff. I don't know. First of all, I can afford to buy nice makeup now. And I keep it longer than I should, but I still wear it. So. Okay, now let me get the brush that I use for this first part. I use the Makeup Forever eyeshadow. As you see, that middle one is almost gone, right? I played hell, and I mean hell, trying to find that exact color. Makeup Forever doesn't even make it anymore. So I tracked down a color similar to that, but I had to buy a whole palette just for this one color. And that's this Meredith Duxbury Morphex by Meredith Duxbury. Never heard of her. But she's got this palette at Ultima. And I don't usually shop Ultima because I'm a Sephora girl. Always have liked Sephora. So when Sephora couldn't produce what I wanted, I had to go to the competitor. And I found this palette. Isn't that pretty? Now, I'll be dead and buried before I could wear any or all of those colors. But for the money I spent for it, wasn't a whole lot, to be truthful about it. All these colors costed me what 2 colors would cost with Makeup Forever. And I found the color. Actually, there's 2 colors that are real close. And it is, let me do this without sticking my finger in it. Do I got it? Okay, this color right here and the one next to it. Those are my base colors for the eyeshadow that I wear. And then this real dark color here, I have the same thing in Makeup Forever. That light color is for the other side of the eye, the lid part right here, which you'll see momentarily. So, whew, I need a real makeup table. I made this one. I took a couple of things from Home Depot, those plastic drawers with the drawers. I bought 2 of them, spread them out, and got some plywood, went across the top, and made me a little desk, painted the top, polyurethaned it, voila. And then threw my mirror up here, called it a day. That's called being innovative. I ain't got time to be looking for furniture. Anyway. Oh, maybe if I open the makeup back up, I could use it, huh? Okay, so. This is where I put this right above the crease. I don't have much of a crease, but I try to envision, if you will, envision a crease Some of us are not blessed with defined eye. So, where was I? I was putting this on, and I made sure I didn't continue after I stopped the video. So, putting this on the upper lid, well, mid lid, the larger portion of the upper lid, and then I bring it down a little bit in this corner right here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but it looks light up here, just right under the eyebrow, and it's the same color all throughout the lid except for this one little section right here that's lighter. There's a reason for that. Now, I can't remember what they call it. I know part of this is smoky eye, but there's another term that they use. I know that they do the crease and all that stuff, but I just do what I do. So I'm going to do the other eye the same way.
How about a woman that has her own hair? And the fourth one, most importantly.
And sometimes it's difficult, at least for me, to get both eyes exactly the same, but I try to get them both exactly the same as best I can. Now, a lot of tutorials I've seen, they've been further up in the camera. I can't do all that.
So I'm embarrassing to you because I got 6 kids and 6 different baby daddies, and I'm not ashamed.
Do you have any
Okay, you see that?
how absolutely ridiculous it is
And try to get some
for
more
this
color up
brand
there.
of women to
I try to blend it in as best I
have
can.
all of these requirements for dudes? Do you have any earthly idea how ridiculous this is? Shout out to D-Rock Den for gifting the membership. Do you have any earthly idea how ridiculous?
How's that look?
I feel like I'm about to cook. I feel like I'm about to cook. I feel like
Put a little bit more color on this side, because my eyebrows don't even hardly match. I had my eyebrows tattooed, re-tattooed about a year or so ago, and I'm definitely not happy with it. Not that the lady that did it did a bad job. I just have old eyelids.
Shout out to Michelle. Said, since Super Chat, I've been unsubbed. I don't know. If you notice you've been unsubbed, just hit that subscribe button again.
Okay.
Shout out to Tall.
Okay.
Conversation. Y'all showed the support.
That's decent.
Y'all want me to cook? Hit the cash out.
I know that noise is probably annoying to you. That's the angry man
Shout out to UT.
and his horn.
Says swish.
Okay, so now that I got that part done,
Shout out to Michelle. Said AM if I got homeboys, they ain't
this is the time I put in the darker color
promise.
to add some definition to the crease. And it's this pen, I've got one of these brushes, it got the dual ends. This is that angle shape brush. It's kind of skinny. And I go right, well, actually, I'm lying. I usually start right here
You
on this side.
are a woman who is out here
Where I want it to, you know how you do your eyeliner and it goes up.
and you
I'm doing the
got this
same thing with the
high
eyeshadow,
of what a man should be. He needs to
but
be
for a
over
different
6 feet.
reason.
He needs to have
because that's not going to give me my cat eye effect.
He needs to bring in a certain amount of money. He needs to
Basically, what this is just the basis of the eyelid definition. It's the best thing for me to call it, to make it look like I have more of a in-depth, unhooded eyelid, because some of us have hooded eyelids. I do. I have hooded eyelids, where when I open my eyelid, this part comes all the way almost to the eyelash, okay? But when I do that, it makes it look like I have more eyelid than I have. So I get that in there carefully. Where's that other brush? There it is. Take my brush and kind of brush some of these extra flakes off from the eyeshadow. Well, I'm glad I'm sitting.
Ogo said the ones talking about our pockets and potential real estate be the main ones.
Try to get that as
of a shopping plaza in
lined
yeah.
right there. And then you can blend it in as you go up a little bit, not too much. I take the opposite end, put it in that same color, and I go right above where I had put that line, and I put that in there. Okay. Now, something I didn't do enough of, but that goes from just seeing what's missing. I'm blending this in, blending it in, pulling it up a little bit so it eventually fades out and into the other color. But then I go back to the original brush, which is a fatter angled brush. This is where I did the first color. I take that first color and I put it right in the middle of my eyelid and let it kind of blend into the darker color. Because the effect is basically going to go dark, light, lighter. It's going to kind of gradient into the color. So it's 3 colors that morph from dark to light. And I just kind of dab that in there, in between where the 2 colors are going to be. Okay. Now, you see how that is dark right here? I'm just kind of, I got one eye open and I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so bring that in a little bit. And then I take some more and I go right along that whole crease.
Shout out to Elvis, he said cook. Shout out to D-Rock did, he said let him cook.
You see that?
Shout out to Jerome, he said
bring that up a little bit. Oh, that horn's driving me nuts now. But just kind of pull it up.
Shout out to Norman, he said cook. I see it all the time. Some of these videos.
Where'd this dot come from?
It ain't just to be done. Look at this video. Well, check out this video.
Where'd that come from?
For your approval. Watch this.
His job
as an electrician where he was making over 6 figures a year to work a minimum wage job at a fast food place just so he wouldn't have to pay me $3,000 a month in child support. Is that not ridiculous?
Okay, there, the dot went away. Kind of.
Than to give me money to pay for his kids. I'm just so pissed right now.
Let me see if there's something I can do to get rid of that dot.
And you
Because
can
that's,
tell me to go get a job, but then who's going to watch my kids? Because putting my kids in daycare is going to cost more than my freaking house. So
oh, heifer, you the heifer that doesn't
he's trying to act like he should only be responsible for
use the
50%
toilet.
of
You
expenses,
pee in a
and he doubts that they
cat
cost
pooper.
$6,000 a month. But I'm like, sir, I am doing 100% of the raising. I feed these kids every night. I put them to bed. I wake them up in the morning. I get them dressed. You're not doing any of that, so you should be 100% taking care of them financially.
Okay,
I told him when we first got together,
that
I was
did
never
it.
gonna get a job, and he was
I
trying
don't
to
know
take
what
care
that
of me,
was.
and he was okay with that, but now we're divorced, and he's saying that he shouldn't be.
Divorce, wait a minute, hold up.
My baby daddy quit his
Heifer,
job,
you was with a woman. Now you're divorced from a dude, but you were trying to get some dude to pay child support to you and your wife
The poet.
that donated sperm to you. These people are crazy on YouTube. I'm telling you the truth.
This is America.
I don't understand them. He's showing some video of this same chick I have a video of, and she was saying that she doesn't wipe when she goes to the bathroom because toilet paper and wipes and stuff have chemicals in them. You nasty heifer. Anyway,
The delusion is
I mean, if you want to do that, then that's fine. There's, I mean, culturally, there's other cultures that don't use stuff like that to wipe, you know. They use water bottles and stuff, and they're clean too. There's a way that they go about doing it. But this chick right here claims that she doesn't use the toilet at all. She squats in a kitty box.
tell me I saved that video.
Ew.
There was
Anyway,
a
let me
video
get
I
back
came
to the
across
subject at hand. Anyway,
where a woman
yeah, so I'm trying to make this as defined as I can in certain areas and less defined in others, so it will give this great gradual
get in your car and take them kids
what is the word I want to
and
use?
drop them off.
It just gradually
Video.
gets lighter.
Please don't tell me they took it down.
Gradiates, I guess
Please
is the
don't tell me
word.
they took it down. She might have took it down. It was so
And
ridiculous
then,
what she was saying. You're so foolish.
for the sake of just getting this done, getting this done as fast as possible, because I could be here all night trying to perfect this, and I gotta get up in the morning.
Let me see if
But you guys get the idea. Just blend this in as best you can. And don't worry about getting too much in because you've still got this area up here to deal with.
let me go through my watch.
And that will always be able to
See if I can
knock off any color that you don't want up there, that you don't want to look like a, you know what, a dude dressing up as a woman on the stage at the La Caja Falls. I'll put it like that. So, then I get my trusty, I use a couple of brushes for this purpose. I've got these two brushes. They both are double-ended. One is just like the other one. It's got that angle. It's skinny. And then the other end is almost like this one, a little thicker. And these are, you know, like these. So whatever you prefer. You don't have to use any specific brush. It's just a matter of what you feel like doing at the time. Now, what I tend to do, because I like to layer this part right here. For some reason, it needs it for me. I will put the lighter color. Let me get the right brush. I'll put this lighter color, the lightest color, right in this area.
I'm so glad I finally learned how to look up the watch history
Okay.
on TikTok. Because sometimes
I don't go
I'll be
too
saving
far
videos,
over because I don't want to go
and then
into,
I'll go back to look,
I don't
and the video's
want to
not there.
cover up the brown in the middle in its entirety. But you see how that kind of gradiates into one, from one dark, middle, and light. I do that with the powder, and then I take my concealer again, and this time I'm going to be more defined. Doesn't take a whole lot. I'll take the edge of the brush and I go right on the stem where this thing is. You know, see how it has some of it on there? I don't want to take a lot, so I'll touch the edge
Oh, I think they took that video.
just to have just a, I
remember
have too much on there actually.
videos, like literally
But
down
what
there.
I'm going to do is I'm going to take
What I do
this
is a lot of times they'll put something up
and draw that
something
down.
crazy.
Right, starting at the bottom of the dark color. And I'll just color that in.
It was crazy as hell.
You see that?
It's like you knew that was crazy when you said it.
Try to be as precise as possible and blend it in.
Y'all gotta think, I'll be scrolling all day. I'll be scrolling through these videos all day. And the stuff, bro, the stuff.
So you see what that does? That gives me a crease. A fake crease. And to keep that in place, then I'll put some more powder over it.
Relationship type stuff.
Powder meaning eyeshadow. Okay. How's that look? Okay. So now I'm going to take a little bit, like I did on my eyelid. I'm going to go right up under my eyebrow. And define up under my eyebrow. And bring it all the way down to there. Can you see that? It doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay, so I'm probably not going to be able to find this. So let me just give you
Because
an idea of
when
what
you
it
bring
was
the
saying.
pencil in, the eyebrow pencil in, for those of you that like to
That if you're in a
do your
relationship
eyebrows,
and you
and
have
most do
kids
that
right
wear
now,
eyeshadow.
if he breaks up
I
with
do
you,
this simply because
don't let him off
of the
the hook.
discoloration from the tattoo.
Pack up
I
all
cover
the
that
kids'
darkness
stuff
up that I don't
and
want
take the
showing.
kids to his house and drop the kids off and let him raise the kids. Let him have to see how tough the job is and this, that, and the third and blah, blah, blah.
And kind of
And I'm
bring this
sitting there
down
looking at it,
some.
and I'm saying to myself, okay, if you think that's a solution, cool.
Now that
Right after you go
looks
drop the
real
kids off to
defined,
that
but
dude
it's not meant to.
and expect him to raise them kids, guess what?
Then I take this other
That
brush,
dude needs to get up the next day,
this,
go down to the courthouse,
this smaller brush,
and file
this
child
one,
support. Now, the
and I
same
just
way-
get the tip
now,
on
let's
there.
see if those women really
And
wanna
I'll
switch
start
places.
on this
Let's see
side,
if those
and I'll
women
just
really wanna switch places
go
where
along
the man is raising
the bottom
children the way
of
she would, and she gotta work 2 damn jobs
my
just to get
eyebrow.
child support. Let's see if they willing to do that.
Okay, you see that?
But see, I'm gonna tell you something. When they think about dropping off the kids, child support never pops up in their mind. They never think
Then
that
you
they're
can
gonna have
always
to pay
add
child support.
more if you want it lighter
Real
on the
talk.
upper part. Some people prefer to bring all that brown all the way up.
They think they're gonna be able to just drop
You
off
just
the
play
cheeks
with
and
it at
be
this
fine.
point. Because I still have my eyebrow to do. So,
Yo, shout out to Most Hated and Underrated.
do I want to do the other
Appreciate you.
eye before I do my eyebrows? No, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to do this whole eye. And then I'm going to end the video. Trust and believe the other eye is going to look like this one. But I'm just showing you
Appreciate you.
how you put on your eyeshadow for both eyes.
Shout out to Roger. Said,
Um,
some more.
Eyebrow pencil.
Shout out to Stevie Bates.
I have,
This
it's a
strong
combination pencil
cannot be stopped.
pen. And it's made by Urban Decay, I believe.
Damn, I wish I could find
I got
that
like
video.
2 bags of makeup here.
Damn,
It's
I
a
wish I could
shame.
find that video, bro. That video was crazy. There's more of them. I'm gonna find one of them videos. 'Cause
This is made by,
bunch of women saying,
I think
right?
it's Urban Decay.
Shout out
It's a brow
to
blade.
had to call
Yeah,
that
and
day
it's
to
by
do dumb stuff, and until she gets it in
Urban
her head
Decay.
about
I'm blind as a bat.
shit, she's got a daughter
But
plus
others make it too. I think Anastasia makes one too. I started out with Anastasia, but this lasts longer. Because even when the pencil part is gone, you still got the pen. And you can make the little hair looking, you got to be real tedious and precise with it to make it look like real hair. So for the sake of time, I'm going to start with the pencil part. It's just a twisted up kind of thing. You don't want too much. You don't want to twist up too much, or else you press it too hard and it'll break off. So I start my eyebrows. I will bring my eyebrow forward a little bit,
downloaded it. I should have saved it.
right here in that corner.
I should have
You
saved
see, one thing about tattoos, facial tattoos, over time, they turn gray with people of my
There's a
pigment
couple chicks on
or
there
lack
that
of.
They honestly think
They say black don't
that
crack,
they're
but
gonna just
beige does age.
and then they don't have
So
no responsibility
I
whatsoever.
color it in best I can,
Literally
following the
like the female equivalent of a dead,
what the eyebrow should look like.
and then turn around pretending like
And sometimes I tend to see, when the lady that did my eyebrows the last time, she did it too thick on the outer portion,
like you're literally
because I don't
saying
like
that's your
thick
plan. You're
thick
gonna take
eyebrows
the
going
end,
all the
you're
way
gonna drop them off
from
the
one
neck
side to the other.
and keep it moving.
So I have to be creative
I'm gonna try one more time to find
and draw them in accordingly. And like I said, the skin is aged and is not, there's some hair there, but the majority of my eyebrow hair is right here. So I'm able to fake the funk. Kind of color that in.
around this time right here.
And color it inside here. This particular pencil is lighter than the one I usually use too. But I'm kind of glad, because the pen part is darker than the pencil. At least it goes on darker. Now sometimes I end up with this Morticia look, like the Addams Family. Not trying to be Addams Family tonight, but I'm doing a little better. But just bringing it over and filling it in best I can. That look okay? Extend this out a little bit more. Give it more of an arch too. And you see I'm trying not to go down up under here where I put that lighter color there of eyeshadow. They still look kind of thin, but
I told you, bro, if you ever get into the algorithm, that I'm in, man.
okay. Let me put this back on, and this is where I'm gonna give it a little bit more definition, make it look like I got some hair. I'll start putting little strokes, real lightly up. Now see, if I had eyebrows to speak of, I wouldn't have to fake no hair. But thanks to technology,
Damn it, I want to find that video. It's alright. I'll come across it again.
I can fake it a little
Somebody
bit.
saved it.
You see where it looks like I got some hair in there?
Oh, there it is.
I
right
got
there.
hair on it.
Found it.
What'd you find? What'd you find?
Found it.
Well, let me see. Let me see.
I knew I would find it, damn it.
Okay, so show it to us. Oop, I just messed up.
Watch this.
Okay, now I'm going along the base to really give it some definition at the bottom.
Give him the kids. Right now, I don't know where he is. I know you got 4 kids. Track him down. I don't care if he's in a studio apartment. I don't care if he's living in his car. I don't care if he's living in under a fucking tree in the park. You march all 4 of those kids down, even the special needs kids. You give them a day's worth of supplies. You got a 5-month-old, he gets 8 diapers. And you drop those kids off. And you say, guess what? It's summer vacation.
How's that?
Here's your 2 weeks of vacation that you get in the summer. Then you drive away. Drive away fast. Don't worry about them kids. They're going to be fine.
Okay.
What he's going to do is learn to
It's
find
gonna
a
dry.
person. And you walk off. Everything you do is text him. Just answer questions.
So,
He asks a stupid question. Oh,
we got that side done as far as eyeliner. Well, not eyeliner. I haven't done the eyeliner yet.
This is what you wanted. You wanted
Dab
to be
that a little bit.
part-time parent.
Kind
Now
of
you
blend
get
it
to
all
be a
in.
part-time parent. I'm not going to argue with you anymore about how you look.
And then
You're not fucking here anymore.
it's time for the eyeliner.
These kids a full 50% of the time.
I use Stila.
Wait,
Use that.
Good. And when we have them kids 50% of the time, you gonna pay child support.
This has a,
50%
it's
of
a
the time.
real,
But that time,
real tiny micro tip
live with that
eyeliner.
man,
It's black.
you need to be paying child support.
And Stila
And fellas, you need to take
is
them to
another
court
one of
and
those
make sure they pay child support for that
top of the
50%
line
time that they did
makeup
with you. Put some people
franchises.
in their life. He ain't the only one that's gonna learn a lesson. You gonna learn a lesson too.
These chicks is tripping about child support. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here. I start from up here and go down. Most people go up and no. My eyelid moves when I do that. So I take my hand and I go up, and just where the color is, I go right above that color, and I'll come down.
Really gave a damn about those kids, you would be more concerned about raising those children. instead
That's
of
where we
getting
start the
your
line. That's
back
where the line
and a
is.
man that left you.
I needed to go up a little higher.
My kids, oh, I just can't sacrifice my kids. Oh, I should have, 90% custody because he doesn't want to see his kids. No! Force him.
And then I will start building the line up. See, this is a real thin line, but sometimes you can make it thicker up here and it'll go into your eye line. But what I do, oh shit, I just messed up.
Give him none? Nobody told you to have unprotected sex with that man.
Okay, hold up.
See, I'm gonna tell you what the problem is.
I just blew it.
What the problem is. You know the reason
I
why
would
you
do this on camera. I don't normally I don't normally mess up like this.
because they believe they get pregnant.
But I'm gonna fix it real quick.
Now locked into being with them. This is where the problem is. The reason why they're so willing.
See if I can smear that out of there. Okay,
They honestly believe,
that's good enough.
because that's what society teaches them, that the
And then I need to replace that color that was there.
And this is why you see them running around here pissed off when they realize that you're not stuck with them.
And bring some more.
Oh, bro.
I get it. You got special needs kids, medical needs, whatever. Make him learn how to care for them. And you know what?
Okay.
If they grow up with shitty dad half their life, doesn't matter.
Here I come to save the day. Okay, I'm going back.
They'll grow up, they'll realize he's awful.
I'm gonna be very careful this time.
Every other weekend off so you can
I'm gonna go right along
in your dreams and your financial situation to
the
make
edge
your
of my
life better.
eye
Because he ain't gonna do
line
that. That's not what
down
he is.
into the
And
hair
make sure he
follicles.
doesn't pair up with someone else that's gonna start muddling in your business. If he has 4 kids
I'm gonna
and
go
two
back
wives
and I'm gonna
with
wing it out.
special needs, who's he gonna land to be the new baby mama and make your life
I'll wing that
difficult?
bad boy out.
He's got to focus on his family, and it won't be you. It'll be them.
You
4
see that?
kids. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
wing.
rock those kids right now,
It
today.
goes whoop.
Now, just to show you the level of delusion, let's go over to the comment section. So in the comment section,
Okay.
the first person said, weird. Do not listen to this person. Never use children for anything like this. Grown adults take care of their business without including the children, period. This person said, people want to stick it to men so badly that the kids aren't even considered, dropping them in unsafe situations to force dad to take
I
care
guess
of
today
them.
I'm gonna
Unsafe
have a thicker
situations
line.
or see that shit? See that shit?
Okay. It could have been better, but
And a
anyway,
typical female
finish going around
excuse.
the eye. Be real careful with the
There are plenty of men who make less money
the lighter side,
than
because we're talking about black on
their
light.
ex. Put that many in there.
Okay. Now that might change.
Like who she thinks she talking
Maybe I should have done this the first
to? Who
time.
she thinks she talking to?
I mean, when I kept doing it. When I add that wing.
If the kids are with him 50% of the time, he should still have to pay child support. Do you realize there are dudes out here right
Okay.
now that have their children
That
with
worked
them
it.
and they're still paying child support? Do you realize that?
Okay.
At what point are we going to realize that
So,
this isn't even about
this is going to
having
change up in here. Mark my
children.
word.
This isn't about having children.
Reason being is because when I put my eyelash on,
Well-rounded,
it has to, I lay the eyelash base right on the edge onto the lash, right along the edge of the eye.
and keep him tied to you.
I got so much crap on this desk now.
And I'm telling you right now, what
Here's
they
my
need to
eyelash,
do
one of them.
is they need to pass that law across the
And
board.
I reuse mine. I'm not, this is not no one and done eyelashes for me.
Mandatory DNA
Shoot,
testing,
if I
and
can
they
use
need
something more than once, I'm gonna
the
use
child
it.
support system.
I just make sure that I clean them off before I reuse them. I get that old glue off. Okay.
Or at least she thinks.
Now I get my tweezers. Because I can't use them little apparatuses they give us when we buy
That is so sad.
eyelashes and
End of the
stuff.
day, who's gonna
So
pay
I've got the
for that
Duo
kind of situation?
Dark.
So you thinking you making the man pay? You're not making the man pay.
Ooh, it's trying to come out already.
They're used to having to deal
I
with the
carefully
when it comes
go
to
along. Ooh, wee. Mickey, you are blind as a bat.
is the that all of that shit is gonna show
You know what?
in adulthood. Once they get older and they try to get into relationships themselves,
Dang it.
that's where that is gonna rear its ugly head. That's where it's gonna show up.
Okay, there we go. There's a
That's where it's
bubble.
gonna show up.
Carefully put it along. You don't want to put too much on there because this
Here's the
stuff
funny thing about it.
does not dry
One reason
as quickly as they try to make you think.
is because most men, if you
And
give
I
the
always
kids
check
to that man,
in the
in most
magnified
cases,
mirror
the man won't even ask you for
just how much glue I have on here.
He won't even go
You
and
can
get
see
child
it.
support. 'Cause guess what?
See that?
The average man that has kids with a woman,
They say
that
to
woman,
wait
she
for it to
shows
get
up and drops
tacky,
those kids
whatever
off,
that's
guess
supposed to
what?
mean.
The day she
Like
drops those kids off,
gooey like.
that man will breathe a sigh of relief. Or a couple of reasons. One,
Excuse me.
you can raise them properly. Two,
Oh, I got too much on the
because you
edge,
don't gotta deal with
on
it.
the outer edge.
And the funny thing is, this whole myth that y'all
Okay,
run around
here we go.
acting like your job is so damn difficult. It's not. There are plenty of guys out here that are single fathers that have custody of their kids.
Okay.
And guess what? They
And then
raise
I
their kids with
carefully
no problem. They don't complain about it. You never hear them up here
place
talking
it
about how difficult it is.
out to
And
the
guess
edge
what?
of my
Their kids
eye.
turn out better when they're with him. So stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop
And
the
I
myths.
place it carefully
Stop it.
on the
My
inner
kids
eye,
became, when they were in their early teens and started staying with me.
and I squeeze it in the middle.
For nothing.
Sometimes I have to play with it to get it
Absolutely nothing.
on there
Most
all the
difficult
way
time to raise
to the
kids
edge.
is when they're
There's
small.
one thing I don't like seeing is women that have eyelashes on, and you can tell where their eye starts and where the eyelash ends. You got this band like visible sitting on top of their eyelashes. And I also hate to see when it's stuck to their skin. Ugh.
So what me and my ex did is we did a split shift. I worked at night, she worked during the day.
And I squeeze it along the edge
I watched them. I did all of that shit. I
just to put my own eyelashes into that glue, and it adheres to the lash line. And I push it up like this so it's not hanging down over my eyes. I do not understand how these young women can wear them street sweepers. I call them street sweepers. Them eyelashes they got out, they come out about right here like Snuffleupagus. Can't get with that program. No, no, thank you. I call them street sweepers because if you bend down and blink a few times, you've swept the road. Literally. Okay, so just a couple more things and I'm gonna let you go. And then I'm gonna have to put the other eye on because I'm not gonna look like this without both eyes. But I'm not gonna sit here all night on video because I still gotta edit this video. But what's next? Okay, my under eye, because believe it or not, I still wear mascara, but I wear mascara on the bottom lashes. They don't really stand out unless you put something along that lash line. I have MAC black, and I got this real skinny angled brush. And you know, some people may prefer to use a pencil or an eyeliner. I wouldn't do eyeliner, crumbles. But this is just regular eyeshadow, And I go along the edge of my eye on the bottom.
Give you your cut. Y'all are in it together in cahoots. And it's a damn racket and a hustle, and it ain't got a damn thing to do with raising those children.
You see that? Give some definition to the eye up under it.
Always running around here talking about some damn child support. Y'all don't care about them children. Because if you cared about those children, you would have made sure you was in a stable marriage before you decided to pop them out. That's real.
Angry Man be going in.
I'm sorry, y'all. I said
He
I
lives
told
up
y'all
to the
yesterday
name Angry Man.
But I was scrolling through TikTok and I just kept seeing these videos over and over and over again. I said, bro, I gotta say something about this. I gotta
Okay.
say something about
So that's where I want it to
it.
be.
It's ridiculous.
And
It
then,
is ridiculous, bro.
like I said, for the sake of getting done quicker, I'm
Honestly say, I
not
have
spending
been
a
in
lot of time with
situations
up under
where I've
there.
given money to take care of my kids. I've been in
What
the
I do with the other
courtroom
eyelash?
saying
There it is.
that
I'm gonna need that later, or else I'll be walking around with one eyelash. One more thing. Two more things. Mascara along the edge.
She trains the children to think that your transaction, or that the relationship between father and children is transactional. So what happens is every time you go get them kids, they expect you to buy something, right? But when you only see them some of the time, you feel guilty and
How's that look?
obligated to buy them things. Appease her.
I think it's time
You know that she has them
for a new mascara.
the kids might need
This is Il Macaj as well. It's a really good brand. Il Macaj makes really good makeup, period.
And guess what happens?
What I also
They
do,
get grown, that doesn't go anywhere.
just because I like to make sure that my eyelashes don't fall off,
That they're supposed to have a transaction.
because they sometimes will if you're not careful.
Adults and they're supposed to take care of
I
themselves.
put a dab of mascara just to blend it
What
in.
happens when you get into this space?
It's basically
Time they hit your phone.
soldering my own lashes onto the fake lashes from beneath.
That's how
And then I bring it out,
that's how
not
the
too
Lord
much.
trained them. I'm telling
So there is a little bit of mascara on the actual eyelashes, not too much.
social scientists out here examining
So,
this shit.
there we have
Nobody in academia
one eye.
writing papers on this, doing studies.
And of course, just envision both eyes like this.
Why do you think
Okay.
it's so difficult for a lot of these
Now,
people to have relationships today? Because a lot of
two
them are
more
products of
things.
those type of
If I'm gonna do
households.
it,
They're
might as well do it
products of
right.
those situations
Gotta put on my
where
blush.
the girls are growing up
And I
with
got,
their father.
once again, an angled brush like this. And I have NARS
Man they encounter is supposed to
blush.
give them money.
Well used, but I've got quite a bit
Boys are
left.
growing up thinking
I don't put a whole lot on the brush,
that's what a father
but I
is,
go up
somebody who just kicks out
here
you feel what I'm saying?
to
Or somebody that's
right under my cheekbone,
you feel what I'm saying? If they
and
grew
I
up in a
just
household
kinda
where their mama got constant
blend it
boyfriends
in
and shit,
there.
the boys growing up thinking that that's what they're supposed to do. So when they get grown, instead of
and bring it down a little bit. It's gonna be fatter on this side than on this side. So it's gonna come to like a V shape almost. But you wanna keep it just under the eye, under the eye, jeez, under the cheekbone. It doesn't seem like I'm putting on any, and I'm not. I'm just kind of blending it. The majority of it is right here. And then it blends in, coming down. And what that does, it gives this false effect of a cheekbone, a higher cheekbone. Give some shadow under it.
Sexual interactions with men
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? With multiple men
Now
doing
that's
it.
just that side. I ain't gonna do the other side. The other side gonna be the same as this side. But last but not least, I gotta do my lips. I am blind.
And there's an expectation of money.
Well, put on your glasses, heifer.
Then they have a kid by the dude.
It's called Sephora Soft Matte and Easy. And it's just like a lip gloss, but it's a matte. It dries and there's no shine to it. You can add shine if you want. Because I am so hell-bent on definition, I have to have a lip pencil as well. My lips have gotten thinner with age. So, and because I smoke, I had these little lines. So I need to kind of camouflage that. So, right above where my lip line is, I'll go right above it. Not to the point where it's obvious that I'm making my lips look bigger, but the whole process is to make it look a little bit fuller.
They're not commodities. They're not products. They're people. The best thing a father can do for his child is not buy them stuff. The best thing a father can do for their child isn't even spend time with them.
Okay, see that?
The best thing a father can do for their children is teach them and prepare them for the world. That is the best thing a father can do for their child. But anyway, like I said, we passed the 3-hour mark. I appreciate you guys for tuning into the show. It's been real.
See that?
It's been a good one.
And do the same thing at the bottom. I try not to do it too much at the bottom.
As always, you know I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side.
Ooh,
If you have not
kind of screwed that up, didn't I?
the Angry Man Standard, so you can avoid all of this foolishness, make sure you go and get your book from Amazon. All you have to do is type the Angry Man Standard in the search bar. If not, you can click the link down in the description and get
Now, the reason I have problems with my lip,
it. It's available in paperback and hardcover. But other than that, man, I appreciate y'all.
I had implants put in. 4-point implants on upper and bottom. Because me and dentures didn't get along at all. But what that did was it changed the configuration of my jaw. I have 4 extra teeth in the back. Because the way my regular teeth were, they were smaller. It's hard to explain. But when they did my implants, I had this big old gap back here on both sides. And I'm like, well, what am I going to chew with, you know? So for no extra charge, I said I need 4 more teeth, one on each side, upper and bottom. So, and it gave me a fuller smile. But with that, sometimes when you have dental work that extensive, it causes the mouth to salivate more. And if you know me, you'll find that sometimes I gotta catch myself while I'm talking. I don't want to spit all over people. So, but when I had that surgery done, because it was a major surgery, they had to put all those, those posts up in my bones, 4 upper, 4 lower. And the bottom lip down here never did unnumb. So my bottom lip on this side is numb. Go figure. But anyway, it's hard to put liner on this side because I can't feel it. You know how when you're putting on stuff, and if you ever been to the dentist and you try to put makeup on with your mouth so numb, and you can't feel what you're doing, and the line be all crooked and everything. So there you have it. So I'm just gonna fill it in. Oh, my lips are dry as heck. Had to be careful with that side. And then go up. I go right up to the line and over it. Good enough. So, there you have it. We'll do some touching up here. Trust and believe I'll get this together. The other eye. Because I can't walk around looking like Cyclops. Let me see. How can I do this? How's that? Kind of before.
Until I get a ring. You will never
After.
see no man on no green bubble or online.
Thank you for being patient. Okay, you guys, I couldn't resist. I went on and finished it and went on and did this video so you could see the final product. Leave me a message in the comments. Tell me what you think. God bless.